We're doing polygon tests. It's going to test polygons and particles. Maybe I should rename it, but. There we go. It's going to take a minute to run. Approximately a 2-minute test. But you're going to see that we're going to top out at about 3 million polygons in the models and about 75,000 particles. And that's really going to become the budget. And then once you factor in things like real-time global illumination, fog, ray, if you're doing any raycasting, gonna have to like adjust for that down from that 3 million, but it's good to have sort of a budget, right? Like, you know, okay, I can spend $1 million or $2 million on some photogrammetric geometry, and it's really not going to take much away. Here we're going to scale up the arc count. There's some photogeometry at 900,000. Here's some photogeometry at 1,400,000, and you're going to notice here we're going to hit some FPS drop here quite significantly as we expand the map size. Now we're getting into a smaller chunk, and then we have a big chunk here. Yeah, this bigger chunks really slow down. Can't have that in a game. Oh yeah, this is way too slow for a game. We exceeded our budget. We're going to test some particles out. I'm just progressively going to shoot more. The bolt had to get smaller and more packed as I went. If we get to 50,000 particles here, we're going to notice some slight slowdown. And there's some FPS drop there. That's where we've gone beyond our budget. Now we're just getting absurd. Maybe that should print out the file here in a moment. There we go. Stable 60 FPS up into a point. Then we drop down. Again, same thing. So here we are at the end of the test. As you can see, we had stable 60 FPS here. As we hit even 1 million, we were pretty close to 60. And even here we got to 2.8 million, we were pretty close to 60. And then when we hit the jump to 5 million, this is where we lost our FPS. So our budget's about 3 million, 3.5. After you take everything else out, probably closer to 3. You can spend that on your characters or your environment. And then your particles here had stable 60 FPS up until 100,000 particles. So you can stay 50 to 75,000 particles deep and still get your FPS. So we know our budget, basically. We know we can hit about 3 million polygons, about 50,000 particles, pretty relatively safely. So we can do some pretty neat stuff with that.